Good afternoon. I'm Lance Williams, business editor here at the Tennessean, joined today by business reporter Chambers Williams. Chambers, thanks for joining us. We're here today to talk about actually a story that Chambers worked on last week and appeared early this week. It's on the an Auto Accelerator program, and I understand it's actually out at the former Saturn plant. I want to find out just a little bit more about this program and kind of what it's about. Chambers, how did this program get started? What is it exactly?
Well, it's basically an incubator program for technology startups that are tied to the automotive industry or transportation. In specific, it was set up by the Southern Middle Tennessee Entrepreneur Centers, and basically brings budding young entrepreneurs into the program for 13 weeks. They get assistance from all kinds of different folks in the auto industry, investors, engineers, to help them develop their ideas. And for the initial 13-week Auto Accelerator program, they picked 10 projects, 10 young companies, doing everything from developing kits that will convert a motor vehicle from burning gasoline or diesel fuel to propane or natural gas, to one fellow has a device that you put on the tailpipe of the vehicle to reduce carbon dioxide emissions by up to 60%. There's a gentleman who's developing what's essentially a four-wheel drive wheelchair that can go just about anywhere, an all-terrain wheelchair. Anyway, that's the gist of it. These people will work with the mentors for 13 weeks. At the end of that 13-week period, they compete for an extra $100,000 in seed money, and they're also looking for permanent investors for more money to help them bring their projects to market.
Interesting. It sounds like that'd make a neat reality show. You got them all competing for $100,000, the next big car idea. Now, all these entrepreneurs, were they based in Nashville before this, or is this sort of drawn folks from outside?
They took applications from all over for the program. About half of them are from Tennessee. There's one from as far away as California. One from the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa. She's developing a product called graphene that's stronger than steel. It's almost a plastic type material that's stronger than steel but weighs about 1/10 as much. And this is important to the auto industry because automakers are under pressure right now to reduce weight in their vehicles to help improve fuel economy. The new fuel economy standard by 2025 is supposed to be 55 miles per gallon. And it's going to take reducing a lot of weight in vehicles to achieve that. So this is a product that certainly is relevant to today's market.
Gotcha. Now, why Nashville? Why Nashville area?
Well, this is Detroit South. This is where all the auto activity is. We have Nissan's America's headquarters here. General Motors has 2 plants within an hour's drive of Nashville. We have a huge Volkswagen plant. In fact, Volkswagen's only U.S. plant is in Chattanooga. We have dozens and dozens of auto suppliers, Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 auto suppliers to these big auto plants in Middle Tennessee and across the state. And in North Alabama, you've got a Toyota engine plant. Out in Deckard, Tennessee, you've got a Nissan engine plant. You've got America's largest car plant, of course, in Smyrna, the Nissan facility. So this is auto heaven for these entrepreneurs who want to do business with the auto industry.
Gotcha. And even up in Bowling Green, you've got
that's one of the 2 GM plants. You've got Bowling Green making the Corvette, and then down at Spring Hill, where this program is located. This program is in the Northfield Center, which has been turned into a technology training center. That's the former Saturn headquarters.
Gotcha.
It's right on the edge of the property, and they've actually built a new road that goes directly off of Highway 31 into the Northfield Center, so you don't have to go through plant security
Gotcha.
to get to it. And one reason the Auto Accelerator likes this facility is because it has all kinds of laboratories and other resources there that these people can actually develop the products in-house.
Gotcha.
And make these products, make prototypes to move forward with this. One of the devices is very interesting. And Nissan is looking at it. It's an EV or electric vehicle charging, passive charging system. Part of it's attached to the bottom of the vehicle. The other part would be in the floor of your garage. When you pull your Nissan Leaf into your garage and turn it off, this device underneath your car flips over and lowers and makes contact with this terminal on the floor. You don't have to get out and plug a cord in to charge your Leaf up. It does it automatically. And we actually have a video clip of this.
Okay, great. Yeah, let's take a look at that.
When you park your car and take your keys out, what will happen is that this part, which is on the car normally, will turn around and face the ground side, and then these two will touch. So what will happen is that some of these contacts will mate with this, some of them will be made with this, this and this respectively. System doesn't know exactly which one have got mating pairs, but it has a microprocessor to figure that out. And once that is figured out, system will establish the charging connection.
Something like that would be interesting. I can tell you, as a Nissan Leaf owner myself, that plugging in and unplugging every morning, if I could avoid that, that'd be great. So it sounds like a pretty interesting idea. Now I understand there was another entrepreneur you talked with that has a pretty interesting idea as well.
Yeah, and this one, since the story ran the other day, or yesterday, I've had several phone calls from people wanting to buy his device. Josh Capella, he's from Chattanooga. He has a company called Mach Fuels, and what he's developing is a simple kit that you can put on your vehicle to convert it from using gasoline or diesel fuel to using propane or natural gas. If it's a gasoline-operated engine, it can be converted to use natural gas or propane. If it's a diesel engine, it can be converted to use natural gas only, not propane. But natural gas and propane run about half as much as a gallon of gasoline, and you get the same fuel economy. We have a clip of him explaining what he's doing. He's redoing, as part of his project this summer, he's redoing a 1972 Chevrolet Blazer SUV, and he's going to have 4 different types of fuel for that vehicle. The gasoline that came with it, E85, which is 85% ethanol, which is an alcohol-based fuel, and natural gas and propane. So you'll be able to sit in the cab of this Blazer and switch among all 4 of those propulsion or those fuel types. And we have a clip of that as well.
Our overall objective is to achieve 30 miles per gallon. And we can do this by reduced weight, and obviously there's no top, so it's going to be a lot more fun to do that. In the back, we're going to have 3 tanks mounted for the fuels, and it's going to seamlessly switch with one switch inside the dash from one field to the next without shutting the vehicle off. And these fuels are going to be a lot cheaper and cleaner, and they're American-based fuels.
Well, that's very, very interesting as well. So it sounds like you had some interesting discussions with these companies.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Well, we appreciate you telling us about that experience and about the Auto Accelerator program. If you'd like to read more details and learn more about it, you can certainly visit us at Tennessean.com. We welcome you welcome to join us every day for WEBCAST on a variety of topics, from sports to entertainment, news and politics. And again, you can come to our website every day for that information. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you have a great afternoon.